Hi, everyone at home. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. Today's session is going to be, I always have this package for you and I keep giving it to you left and right. And please endeavor to love this video, like it, share it, and your comment is very important to me so that we can better interact and discuss about, the story that is going to be shared tonight. I have with me someone really, she's superb and she's going to be sharing her life story. And I want you guys to, go along with the flow, try and listen to what she have to say and pick one or two things that you can implement into your life. It's going to be an amazing session. I have with me today in person of Latoya Walker. She's a mindset coach and she's going to be sharing, this platform with me tonight. Hi, Latoya. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience today?
Yes, yes, most definitely. My name is Latoya Walker, and I am a mindset coach from Dallas, Texas. I'm an author also. I have one book. It's called A Slave on the Throne, and another book that I'm writing now called Six Kings and a Queen. So, and I'm also a woman of God. I should have said that first, huh?
Amazing, amazing. You're doing great. I mean, really great things. I believe writing a book, I mean, being a mindset coach is the fact that you love to make a world a better place. You're finding a way to impact the world in your own way, which is really super. And it's kind of similar to what I'm doing here because I'm here just to synthesize the society, to tell people that are going through one or two challenges today that they are not alone, that they should not give up. They should not even try to end it all. They should believe in themselves and they should believe that what they are going through now, someone have already been there before, regardless of the name they are tagging it today, either post-pandemic or the recession around the corner, regardless of the name, they have given it some other names in the past. And all the leaders that we are looking at today, they've been through one or two challenges. And I'm going to be bringing different people from different walk of life that is going to be sharing their stories here. And that's the more reason why we have Latoya here to share a story with us and how she managed to overcome these challenges. Hey, Latoya, I'll just go straight to you. Can you please, tell our audience at home a particular time in life whereby you kind of, hit the rock bottom? What happened? And how did you manage to overcome the challenges?
So, in 2013, one of my oldest brothers was murdered. And at this time, I went into like a very, 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 very dark place, like very dark place, very mad at the world, just upset. I was hurt. I was angry because he was more of like a father figure to me and my sisters. So, and his name was Tommy. So, he was just a light of the world. He was a peaceful person, and he was murdered. He was taken away. So I was upset. I was mad. I didn't want to let the police do their job. I was just angry. And during this time, I don't know if I was like looking for a void to fill, and I'm gonna say I was looking for a void to fill the whole situation with him being murdered. So I married a guy. Really didn't even know him. I was just doing something just to see if this pain was gonna go away. And it got worse because I didn't know who this guy was. He was an alcoholic. He was abusive. He was disrespectful. He just didn't stop. So it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. But through that time, God is with me. He's with me, but I'm not giving my whole life to God. It's like I was like straddling the fence. Like I would go to church, but I didn't have a relationship with him. I was still drinking. I was still doing stuff that was worldly stuff. So me and this guy, we finally got a divorce, and then I ran into another guy, which was like a childhood crush. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I've been liking him all my life. My life is definitely about to get better now. got even worse. So it got worse. So me and this guy, we're living in this, we have a business together. We living in this big, nice house, and he does the most. We do the most to each other. So I lost the house, I lost the business, I lost my job, I lost the cars, I lost everything. Like, I actually had to get on like a train and go to work. There was nobody calling me. Before, let me move back. There was nobody calling me for a job. I couldn't get a job. Like, it took me like 7 or 8 months to get a job. I didn't have anything. I was struggling. So during this process, I was in the shower one day, and something just came upon me. It was just like the presence of God, like the Holy Spirit, and I just broke down and I cried, and I asked God to, to help me, just to help me. And I started forgiving people, and I had to get on the train and go to work. But during this time, I was at peace though. I was at peace. I was not sad anymore, even though I didn't have a car, and then I had to go to a job that was making half of what I was used to making. So I was at peace, and COVID came. And when COVID came, I moved from my big nice house to a small apartment. But I tell you, that small apartment, it birthed the new me inside of that apartment. I wrote a book. The Holy Spirit gave me a vision of a book. He guided me through this book. I had one of my friends, I told one of my friends what I wanted to do, and he helped me out. And I sat down and I wrote a book, and it's called The Slave on the Throne. It's actually about a girl that was kidnapped from Africa, and she was brought to the U.S. and put into slavery. But she regains her throne. She goes back to Africa and she regains her throne. So during this whole process of me writing this book, The Slave on the Throne, God was actually putting me on the throne. I did my DNA and I found out that I was Nigerian. So I'm a Nigerian woman. And it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. It was a slow process, but it was beautiful. So I'm inside of this little apartment, but I wrote this book. I just kept having my faith. I just kept trusting God. And I was like, I got to get out of this apartment. It's small. So I end up getting another contract, and the contract was like the biggest contract that I had ever got in my life. Like, during that time on doing what I was doing. So I made some money, and I'm in this small apartment still, and I'm praying, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. This is too small. And I'm doing applications. At the time, my credit is horrible. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna have a limited place where I can go that's nice, what I'm used to. So this guy calls me, he's like, did you do an application? And I'm like, no. To this day, I don't know how this man got my information. And I was like, what is the address? And he said, he gave me the address. And I looked at the address, and I'm like, no, I can't get in there. Like, my credit is horrible. So I told him, I was like, I would like to apply, but I just can't get in there. I know I can't. As a matter of fact, how much is the place? So the amount that he told me was like the same amount where I was living with a small 2-bedroom. So I'm like, I'm not going to get in there. This is too fancy. So I done the application, and I said, I didn't think to call him anymore. I started looking other places. And then I was like, something was like, just call him. So I called him. And I was like, hey, I was just checking on my application to see if it went through. And he was like, oh, Ms. Walker, yes, it went through. So it's like God just started restoring me, giving me my stuff back, just giving me more stuff, giving me a new identity. And during that time, I just had to trust in Him and be patient.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I think we have 5 minutes, 7 minutes ready because of the time frame. I just realized it has been a very long one, a very long journey from sorry about the loss of your brother. And I totally, I feel I know what it might mean losing, someone that is close with you. I mean, to you, mostly the word is like a father figure. And then after that, you're looking for like someone that will fill that gap. And you met someone that you think is gonna be able to fill that
Mm-hmm.
gap. It became the worst, and without healing yourself, you move into another relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
that becomes like a pattern. Then the pattern, repeats itself again until the time that we reflect yourself, and the Holy Spirit, as you said, speak to you and told you that okay, you need to start, putting things into
Mm-hmm.
perspective. So from there, what did you now do at that moment when you believe that the Holy Spirit speak to you? And you that you are watching us from the house today, you might not be able to. Some of you guys might not be able to relate to what she meant by Holy Spirit. And this Holy Spirit, people that don't believe in it, they can call it intuition. They can call it, regardless of the
Right,
name you call it,
right,
regardless of the
right.
name you call it, but it's just your higher self that is speaking to you. Something that is beyond you, that you just know that this thing came into your mind, and you know what that thing is telling you is the right thing to do at that very moment. So how do you put things into perspective? And what did you do? Because people that are watching you at home now, they might be able to relate to what has happened to you, but they want to know what you did so that they can implement the same thing into their life.
You just have to do what is right. You have to do what is right in life. I know, you just have to do right. You have to just trust the process. You have to look at your life and examine your life and say, hey, is this the person I want to be? Are these the people that I want to be around? And when you are dealing with people that is not good people, you will stay at a standstill. So you just really like, and I don't care if you're doing for like 20 or 30 years. I don't care who it is. Sometimes we can have a negative parent, a negative mom, dad, sister, or brother. You have to remove yourself from that situation, and you have to just trust the process. You have to trust what's going on, and you're gonna have those negative thoughts, but you have to just keep going with the flow. And if it and I'm gonna say this right here because there was a lot of stuff that I wasn't getting rid of. I was still holding on to certain people and allowing people to come back. Once God removes someone from your life, keep them away. And I'm telling you, your life is it's gonna blossom. I'm not gonna say you ain't gonna have no problems, but you'll be able to deal with them better when you got the right people around you.
Amazing, amazing. I can't remember which of these powerful leaders that made mention of the fact that you are five. If you look at the 5 people or 10 people that you're working with, you will be average of these people. You cannot be
Mm-hmm.
better than these people. So that is number one. And there's an adage where I came from that they said, birds of the same feather flock together. If you
Yes.
watch people that drive Ferrari, they have friends with other people that drive Ferrari. And if you look at people that live in the storm, you find people like them living together and working together. So what Latoya is actually pointing out tonight is that you have to, look at your vicinity, look at your environment, look at where you are now, and make the just judgment. Is this the kind of person I want to be in another 5 years? If it's a no, then you look at who are my friends, who are the people that I'm working with, that I'm associated with, and you now look at these people. Do they have plan for 5 years, 10 years? Do they have plan for even 1 year? And if this plan is not there, then you should sit tight, put yourself together. Don't think about saving them now, because what you have seen, the intuition, the Holy Spirit that spoke to Latoya spoke to her alone at that very moment. So if you think about taking her friends with her, they will drag her back. But at that
Right.
very You have to save yourself first. After saving yourself, and you know you have the two legs to walk, that is when you come for others. Like what she's doing now, she's reaching out to people that she might have left behind. That, hey, you guys, this is what I've done. You can do the same thing and come to the top of the mountain, because the view is amazing at the top of the mountain, right? And
Right,
then
it is. It is. And you're gonna have some people that, it's gonna be some people that you started with, some people that knew me before I started my journey with God, and they are not, they're not happy. They know the old me. So those are the ones that I say, you're gonna kind of have to forget about those ones, but you reach back to the ones that want to know and that's trying, and they don't know, but they want to give that opportunity to learn.
what you said just now just resonates with me. Thank you for making mention of that. Even if you're trying to help people, there are some people that can still see the old you in you. They don't want to believe that there's a new Latoya, there's a new body boy. They don't want to see the new you. They still see the old picture. Like, this is the
Mhm.
same person we used to go to
Mhm.
the club together. We used to
That's
drink
right.
and do all those things.
Drinking, party, and yes, yes,
But those
and that's.
people, just let them
Mhm.
be until
Let them
they
be.
let
Let them
them be.
be. You
But
can't.
there
You
will be
can't help
some,
them.
but there will be some that still want to, they still want your help. So those are the people that you're gonna help. But the most
Mhm.
important thing, help yourself first.
That's
Get it
right.
right with yourself first. When you've gotten yourself right, then you can help the others. Thank you so much for tonight, Latoya. I really appreciate this. It is really
Thank
amazing,
you.
this platform. And before you go, we have a tradition. We have a tradition, and our tradition is like, you're going to look into the camera now, and you're going to point to one hand, because I believe this video is just for one person. One person is going to be blessed with this video. And if we can bless someone, she can bless another person. And that one person can
Mhm.
bless another person. And who will get to where we want to be and make the world a better place. I want you to look into the camera, point one hand to just one person. If one person is going to take one thing away from you tonight, what do you want that thing to be?
I don't know who this is for, but give your life to God. It's nothing else on this earth. Nothing else on this earth that's worth it. Give your life to God. He will guide you. He will protect you. He will show you the right way. You can just give it all up today. You can just give it all up today, and you're going to be free. You're going to be at peace. If you got to start over at zero, start over. But give your life to Christ. He is amazing. It ain't no other way out. It ain't no other way out. No other way out.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. I believe everyone that are watching us on this video, they believe she's not calling, this video is not to call you to Christ, or to call you into Islam, or to call you into to become religious. What we are preaching here is for you to become spiritual. And there's difference between spirituality and religious. You understand? So
Right.
whatever name you've given it, is it, if it's Christ, if it's Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if
Exactly.
it's Allah, if it's higher God, if it's higher self, is it universe, just submit yourself to this power.
That's
I'll
right.
nugget now. Go and look at the history of every world leader. Every world leader, go and read their biography. You will realize that each and every one has submitted to a higher power. Thank you for that, Latoya. That's an
Thank
amazing,
you.
amazing point. Each and every one of them, they submitted to a higher power that drove them from where they were to where they are today. You can do the same thing. And I wish you the best
Thank
of luck
you.
on this journey. Thank you, Latoya, once again for your
Thank
time. I
you.
really appreciate this. I believe that's about it tonight. And I hope maybe someone watched this video and believe you are great inspiration to them, and they want to reach out to you to get inspiration or maybe guidance from you. How do you think they can reach out to you?
You can actually email me. My email address is speaklove7777. That's four sevens at gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook, Latoya Walker. It's a picture of my book cover. Um, or you can, I don't know if you got WhatsApp. They can reach me on WhatsApp as well. 469-625-8268. That's my WhatsApp number. So
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I'm gonna do, what I'll do, right? Your viewers at home. Once I post this video, I'm gonna tag Latoya. You can just click on that Facebook or Instagram. The link will be there. You can click on it and you can reach out to her directly, easily. Thank you once again for your time, and if you to like, share, and comment on this video. I look forward to seeing you in my next edition. Do have a great night. Bye for now, Latoya. Nice day.
bye bye.
Nice.